I'm Tony Montana. I'm coming from Soweto, EP21. I know everything about Soweto. I know the hardship. When you talk about Comma One, we said if maybe you're a gangster and then you come to our location, you just need one. If you just catch one, then we finish about everything. There by the robot, we used to do smash and grab. I start with scraps and chow, smash and grab, holding a gun. Now I'm doing house robberies. People they came, maybe a girl come and tell us everything about everything that's happening in this white man's house. Somebody came and said and tell me that they're busy fighting your friend outside. And then I went there. My mistake, I didn't know when I'm shooting there are people behind, and those people, they were policemen. They started shooting. Now I'm busy shooting. They're shooting. I'm Tony Montana. I'm coming from Soweto, EP21, zone 280 proof. Yeah. The case called Comma One. When you talk about Comma One, we said if maybe you're a gangster and then you come to our location, you just need one. If you just catch one, then we finish about everything. So yeah, I'm coming from zone 280 proof, and then I grew up there, like from Para to Tiproof, from Tiproof zone 6 to zone 2 Tiproof. Yeah. So I grew up in the family, yeah, like we were men in the family, like we grew up in grandmother and grandfather's home, which is the Kumalu's home. Like umuntu ngambulazi, mina ngazi umuntu ngaqeda ngamshiya ngendaba or ngamiyeka ngendaba, you can call it. Yeah. So yeah, when I was growing up, like I grew up like each and everyone in Soweto. I know everything about Soweto. I know the hardship. I know everything which is nice about Soweto. I know everything about the street of Soweto. Because I grew up there and I've experienced most of the thing. Like when I grew up, my uncles, like they were out there in the street doing things. When I talk about doing things, like I'm talking about good things and bad things. So, as I was born, there was most of gangsterism that is happening around my location and around Soweto and everywhere. Not only Soweto, but now we grew up under the impression of if ever you are not part of the gangster, like you are not a man, or angeke uzophelele, you will not be a full man without going to prison. So, but it happened, everything happened, and then my uncles were coming from prison, and then before they go to prison, that they have life there inside Soweto and maybe in town and everywhere. And then Nami, I always heard about my uncles, and then I always heard about everybody who's doing things. And then it comes to my present that I face the situation because I grew up playing soccer, and then after playing soccer I went to imitating, doing music. So we were miming, doing other people's music. Like at that time during 90s there was something like called a concert. So we were out there, and then it happened after that life of concert, it became a hobby of going to town. Like we have to go to Josie, and then we going to Josie, it was not something like we want to go to town. Like we were introduced to town because of our fellow peers, like people who we grow up with. We used to go to their school, visit their schools. Maybe every Friday we go to their schools after school. So during those times, we used to wear all-star, grey trouser, DMT. It will depend, Versace. It will depend on whatever t-shirt you wanted to wear. But now the team was Pantula way. So we used to go to town, which is Hill Pro. So we were going to party. The aim behind everything was going to party, just have fun and then come back. You understand? But now it comes to the point that we meet different people, which is when now we experience life. Because maybe I'm coming from Soweto and then I'm going to town. At that time, going to town, it was 350, so it was very cheap for us to go to town. So maybe if I can save myself 50 rand, or maybe let me say 70 rand, because I'll say maybe in that rand, in 7 rand 50, it will be for transport, and then everything it will be for booze and everything. So at that time we used to buy 750 bottles with 10 rand 50 for 3. You understand? So yeah, but if money is finished now, we have to hustle, and then our hustle it was going to be us going to the robot. So there by the robot, we used to do smash and grab, which is now we buy plugs, we broke plugs, and then we take those steels there, and then when we hit the Windows car, it broke. Then we can put our hands and take everything that belongs to whoever that we maybe will be going with that car. So that thing, it became a habit. But it didn't start there actually, because it started with crepes and chow. Crepes and chow, which is maybe if you have your watch, we'll take it and then run. Maybe if you have your chain, you understand. So it was a thing at this time. Tomorrow you graduate, tomorrow you go to this, you understand. But now at home they don't know nothing. But based on me, individual, because at that time I was a school child. I used to attend school at that time, and then at the same time, maybe weekend, I will go to Aratin, the nearest place, the way we used to go and hustle for some small jobs. You understand? So even if when I come with money at home, they didn't know that this money is coming from stealing, or you understand. So it was easy for me to do things, or to buy myself something just to wear, because my aim to go there, it was me wanting to buy attire for the things that I'm doing. Because remember, I used to play soccer. For me to buy the boots, I have to hustle, because now at home they do everything for me. But now I can see that no, I don't have to make things hard for the people who are raising me. Some of the things I have to do myself, even if it was wrong. But at that time, it was good because I managed to do it. So I grow into crime until I become involved in crimes like house robberies. Maybe when we know that we assess the house on one basis. When I say assess, maybe we stay by the house, maybe we come every day by the house for maybe 3 months, coming there every day just to check, madam, what time she's leaving, sir, what time he's leaving, the children, the girl, what time is coming. You understand? So we used to have the method of what are we doing. We're not just going there, because remember where I'm coming from. I start with scraps and chow, smash and grab, holding a gun. Now I'm doing house robberies, and then I don't do house robberies just only maybe that I've assessed. No, some of the times people, they came, maybe a girl come and tell us everything about everything that's happening in this white man's house. You understand? So that is the thing that it become a habit. We do it every time. So, and in my life, I have never been arrested for something that maybe I've do, and then, okay, I'm coming from 25 years. I was sentenced to 25 years, but according to me, I was I was there for help. But in every crime that I've committed intentionally, I've never been arrested for. Because even my first time when I've go to prison, I was arrested for housebreaking, but I was not involved for housebreaking. The guy, he told us about the house, and then he went there, he take everything, he gave us some of the items, and then we left. And then after some times, when I come back, because I was not staying in Deep Kloof at that time, I was staying in the Middlelands. When I come Friday, the guy, he was already arrested, and then he was waiting for me to come so that I can be arrested. So you understand? So that was my first time for me to experience prison, but it was not the proper prison in a way, because it was the place of safety where it was called Diambo at that time. So and at that time it was not Diambo, it was Maritime. So I've stayed there maybe for 3 months, and then I went outside, and then I come back and then continue with crime. Is where I've graduated, and then I've made big crimes, and I've never been arrested again for the crime that I've committed intentionally. I remember we were coming from Rodiport. At that time we used to call it wrong side, because most of the people from Soweto, they used to make money there. They used to rob there. You understand? So we went there, and then we robbed, and then we went back home. And then when we reached home, we didn't reach the place maybe where we stay. We reached Middlelands, and then I suggest that we have to sleep with my friends, which I'm coming from the scene of crime with them. But they say, no, you know what? Let us go and sleep at Deep Kloof so that everything can be easy for everyone. You understand? And then it became like that. We went to Deep Kloof and then just take a little bit of sleep. And then when we wake up, it was something like past 5. We took some part, and then we decided to go and drink just one. You understand? And then after that, when we reached the tavern, I didn't even stay even 30 minutes. When I just settled, somebody came and said and tell me that your friend, they busy fighting your friend outside. And then I went there, and before I went there, I just asked him, what's happening? What's the motive behind the fight? Maybe you can tell me something. But the guy said, no, just go there, because he knew that I'm always carrying a firearm. And then even the distance before, I can see people, they are rolling there down, but I don't understand. But I just pull out the gun and then shoot. Maybe I can say MOE in the air. You understand? And then those people, they were busy fighting. You understand? So it was like when I come near, those people, they get separated. And then my mistake, I didn't know, when I'm shooting there are people behind, and those people, they were policemen. They started shooting. Now I'm busy shooting, they shooting, we shooting, you understand? And then I'm taking covers, now I'm running, now those people, they're following me until now we reach the destiny where I've become arrested. And then now when I become arrested, I was not arrested alone. We arrested the 3 of us. When I'm saying the 3 of us, I'm including myself because I get arrested. But those people that were rolling, those 2, they were arrested, and that other guy, it was a victim. He was never get arrested, but I was arrested the first time, and then those other one will get arrested. And then that other guy, he managed to escape, and then we arrested the 2 of us. And then, to my surprise, when I've been charged, I was charged with 16 count. And then now I'm asking myself, what's happening? To my surprise, I get from the police that no, those people were arrested they were busy terrorizing here in the location. So, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. So now I have to face those things. But now things were a little bit easier to solve the cases, because now we have to do parades. So nobody has pointed me, you understand? Unless this case, because now I was busy shooting each other with police, you understand? So yeah, the case went, and then we stayed by the trial for something like 2 years, 6 months. After 2 years, 6 months, they sentenced us to 25 years with this guy. His name is the late now, and he was my friend from childhood. His name was Peggy Luvuno, and his street name was Mazamba. So yeah, so we were sentenced to 50 years, and then we share 25, and then along the time, when we are not inside prison now, we make appeals and stuff. So it came to the point where after saving 10 years, the appeal called us, and then the sentence was reduced to 15 years. And then yeah, it's where I was released in 2012 with the amnesty, which was which was signed by our former president Jacob Zuma. So it's where I come out. So in prison, there's many things that happen. I've joined everything there in prison. That I've made everything there in prison. There's nothing that I can say I didn't make, other than sleeping with another man. But everything in prison, bad things, I've done it, but not sleeping with another man, because now there were boundaries in that gangsterism that I was involved. You understand? So it was that thing of joining a gangsterism. So I was involved in Gang of 28. So I done everything, step people, every corruption, smuggling. I end up being a gang leader of those gangs. But now, in everything that I've made, and then I've regret when times goes by, because now during 2011, there was an incident that happened. So there was it was an event where some of the inmate he was getting released. So it was a high profile inmate. So everybody was there. Each and every celebrity was there. So before that event, there's some other people, because now we're using phones there inside. You understand? So some other person stole the phone from that other person. So and other people were watching when this one took the phone. So it became a long story, and then those people, they were involved in gangsterism. So this one was a rough 3, this one was a 26. So this rough 3 guy stabbed that 26. And now, because I was a gang leader there, they come and report to us, those 26 guys, you understand, on saying, you know, there is something that happened, they step us, and then now we want to finish everything, because now our blood has come out now, and you know that the numbers say what about everything, you understand? And then we say no, you know we have to tackle this one in a right manner, because now that guy, you have to respect him. So how can we not maybe postpone this thing tomorrow? Tomorrow you do your things and everything, because then now they have to ask the time for us, because it was around past 12, and then in these number things, the 26 or the 27, when they do their things, or maybe they go to step someone, they have to ask the time, if maybe it's past 12, because from in the morning until 12 is their time, and then from 12 that side is the 28 times. So they have to ask. So we just tell them no, just stop, and then we'll see it tomorrow. And then tomorrow it was you understand? If the prison opened, those guys were busy on those rough 3 guys, and then they hit them. Some other people, unfortunately, they were sent to outside hospital. Some they didn't make it, you understand? So it was something like a very hectic situation, which is but now after that, there were people who know prison. Those people stroke 1980 something who were long in prison. They suggest to the police that if you can took take out those number ones, 27 or you can say 26 or 28 out of this prison, you'll see this prison, it's going to go right. And then I was part and parcel of those people that were sent. We were in local medium C, and then we were taken to the prison in Val, which is the Free State, which is Grondpen. Understand? And then when we reach there, and then to my prediction, I predict to those people, to those warders inside the local, that you know what, some of us, we didn't do nothing in this prison, and we'll find where we're going. We'll find that maybe the 28 are fighting over maybe some can. And yes, when we reach there, we find that the 28 they've been stabbed by the draft train. The prison is closed. The very same situation we're coming from. You understand? So in this thing, okay, I'm not boasting, because this thing like is something that I'm not proud of. It's something that I've experienced. Ne? But in this thing, I was very intelligent, because I can see on front what is going to happen. You understand? So even there, it was the situation of now we are there and we have to go and fetch our blood, because now in that prison in Grondpen, they stabbed one of our gang member. You understand? So we have to put the command that, you know what, you must tell those people there inside that there are people here who have came from local, and then they won't enter this prison if this prison is closed. You have to do things in an equal way. So those people, I think we went there during those Easter's holiday. You understand? So we went there maybe Thursday, and then tomorrow it was Good Friday, and then you understand. So during those time, those people Sunday they hit back. When they hit back, those prison orders, they came because now they know that the command is coming from those people that are coming, and then they were looking for Nchebe, as you can see. You understand? And at that time it was bigger than here. You understand? And then they say, "Yeah, Nchebe, you are the one like who's commanding." I say, "No, you know, I don't know anything, but what I know that I've predicted that this thing is going to happen." Now they have to write back or phone back to that prison you're coming from. That, you know what, those people you have sent here, you have sent the wrong people, the wrong people, because now we didn't want people like this. Why? Because they went through our files. They see that everybody is here is a gang leader of a certain gang. So then it was that scuffle of taking us back, bringing us back. Those one they are refusing. This one they say, "No, you already signed for this." You understand? Now it was so, but they end up taking us back. They in local medium C. But before they took us, the day before they took us, that was my first experience in prison. I've spent 13 years of my life in that prison, but I never seen prison like protesting. You understand? I went there, and then the prisoners will say, "We don't want them. We don't want them." They're having boards, man. You understand? So how cruel like people were. You understand? But now the thing, those things that were happening, that it hit me, but not at that very same time, because I've got my experience where I was beaten for something that I didn't do, but because of this man is saying I've do that thing, and then because of the rank that I've got, so it was a bigger thing again of me being involved. That guy went to the head of prison and tell the head of prison that Tony Montana say I must step the cop. You understand? The warder. So that thing it became a problem, because we didn't know about everything that maybe have said. Maybe if even if he's not the head of prison, but maybe a ordinary warder, but he went to the head of prison and then tell them. When he come back, we didn't know nothing. We just wanted just to discipline him, just to say, you know, when you are here and being involved in a gang of here in prison, you don't have to lie. Because in this thing of, again, I want to explain something. It's not maybe everything that is cruel. No. some other thing they can build you, but it depending on how you take it. So even us, there are something that comes within those command or those rules that say you don't have to swear somebody, you don't have to say something like that I've mentioned. You understand? So, but when he come back, you just take him, just test him, and then he went back and say, hey, Nabalaband, they hit us now. You understand? And then now those police, they came and then they hit us. Now, I didn't take that experience as maybe I regret, but that situation took me to all of my journey from when I was outside until serving that sentence. And then everything was easy for me. I won't lie. Everything was easy for me because my transformation was like, I know I've got fans, I've got people who love me. And then now I'm changing this thing, everything that I've been doing wrong. And then I'm changing this thing. I've changed this thing to ingom, which is singing, to a drum, campus dance. But it didn't come like, oh, it came with ingom. When I go to the kitchen after taking food, I just went there. I'll sing the song which I used to sing with Abafowit. Etala uyegumjolo ngoba iki true love badlala ngawe. So the song was Tali, there's no true love. Leave everything about those things of dating because there's no true love. You understand? So people, they used to, hey, this voice. You understand? So they end up coming and backupping me. You understand? So it become something that I can see, oh, people, they love this thing. Tomorrow I'm coming with something new. You understand? Tomorrow, before maybe I open the session, I begin with praying. After praying, sharing strength and hope, motivating them. Some they acknowledge, some, people they won't like you, all of them, because you are not man, you must bear in mind, you understand? But I've got support, and then I've went through everything, and then until I didn't announce that I'm no more part of the gang. I've announced this thing after being released. Not to say I was scared of everyone, but just to protect myself and to show people that, you know what, I'm not maybe talking about this thing because maybe I'm outside, but I'm talking this thing based on my experience, and I know that people there inside, they can see that crime does not pay. But me, as Tony Montana, I'm saying crime does pay. You know why I say crime does pay? Because it pays, but in a bad way. You understand? So I've come across everything, and right now I'm a motivational speaker. I'm busy with school tours, I'm busy with prison tours. As much as I'm coming there in prison, whatever that I'm saying in this chair, I'm saying even in prison that brothers and sisters, they're inside. Yeah, leave that crime things, because now crime does pay in a bad way. You now staying there in prison, what are you saying? What your children are saying, what the community are saying. Like, you see, so when I'm talking with children, I'm just saying everything that I've come across, I don't want you to experience. So that is the thing that I'm doing right now. Like, I'm moving all over South Africa, I'm moving all over the world just to push strength and hope. I know that there are people who's going to judge you at your time. Nobody was telling you. No, you know what? Let me tell you something. I used to get motivations, but because of this, at that time it was not here. It was down under my shoes. You understand? So I hope and understand that you won't do the very same thing. Put your mind under your shoes. Put your mind where it belongs, and then you will understand everything. So that's me, that's whatever that I'm doing. And I'm helping our brothers and sisters who are addicted, who are suffering from drugs. I'm sending them to rehab. I give them strength and hope that, you know what, me, I cannot judge you. I've got bigger things that I'm ashamed of. So I'm not judging anyone here, but I will help you. And then I want you tomorrow to become better person, because now you must remember, those people that are involved in drugs, that's somebody's parent. That is somebody who needs respect. So you don't judge anyone, but this is my organization. My organization is Kulisisizwe organization, is where I'm helping everyone. If you need me there at home for strength and hope, you call me. If you need me there at school, you call me. There at rehab, wherever, maybe people are suffering. Maybe when I'm saying suffering, because there are two ways of suffering. There are people who are suffering. Maybe there is a father there by the house. Maybe he's abusing. I've been there. I know how to tackle those issues. I know how to talk to those people, and I can tell you that, you know what, during those sessions, I've marked this and this and this. So yeah, this is what my organization is doing, and everything is going to according to God's plan. This is not me being perfect, and then this is not me being maybe coming and being a team. I've done things and then I'm regretting, and everybody who knows me knows that I've already apologized, and I'm still apologizing, because there are too many sins in the world. And then don't say if maybe you see people are talking about their stories, you say maybe you don't see. No, I'll tell you an example of a sin. And I can see. To look a woman and then think about maybe sexual everything and stuff is a sin. That's why they say the sin of an eye is looking. I'm not saying you don't have to look, but just look and then don't overthink. I love you all. This is Tony Montana, SOS, Epcosin.